morning. Ah, good morning, everyone. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, Maka, are you winning? That's a lot of zeros. Oh, imagine if that was Monero. Imagine. I thought a lot today about mining cryptocurrency. At least I thought about it for like 15 minutes or so. I watched another few guides on how Monero works. Good morning, Mama. Oh my god, okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 digits. You're a billionaire. You're like Jeff Bezos. Hi, Nas. You were camping and waiting for me? Billy, long time no see. Netta cheated on me and Mamo? Uh-oh. Share. Share. I was waiting on your page for 5 hours, but I always stream at the same time. How are you, Naz? Thank you for waiting for me. Aw, okay, I won't ask. Men ain't shit, Mooney, says Mamo. You hit 420. 420 blaze it, yeah. Um this is a family-friendly stream. So remember to smoke weed with your family. Just kidding. That is a two-timing hussy. That's rich coming from Mama. Naz, oh, wow. I hope you're feeling better these days after your little social media break. Good meowing, LDTGX. Hi, everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Ah, I'm cold. Ah, wah, wah, wah. So, there's a lot of things to talk about today. You're a curious kitty tonight, says Razor. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In prepping for this stream, I was trying to come across, something interesting to talk about today. And I made the grave mistake of looking at the news on Reddit, of all places. Hey, I only have love for you, Moon, and it ain't like you're loyal either, said Mama. Dang. Throw me right under the bus. I like it. I like it. But yeah, after doom scrolling for a bit and looking at a series of like terrible events that have happened recently, there's a couple of themes that have been on my mind. Good meowing, Sugaloth, how are you? Right? It's terrible. But the three things that are kind of circling in my mind are globalization, surveillance, and censorship, and how the three concepts are overlapping and related. So, as industries and corporations strive to globalize, they want to be in every market, right? They're not looking at their own citizens as the only viable means for making money. And then at the same time, we have a rise in surveillance because that's another major way that tech corporations, can make a lot of money by collecting and selling your data. And that's not just tech. That's like anything that's tech facing. Information is power. I mean, some of it's overrated. Some of it is like super creepy and dystopian, um to the point that I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable and it makes me feel like, oh yeah, we're in a simulation. But I mean, it's deeper than that, right? Because we are animals and we like to think we're in control of everything that we do and everything that we are, but we are, we can be psychologically manipulated and not realize that it's happening. To know you is to be able to sell you anything. Exactly, Sugarloaf. And then the last part that I was thinking about is censorship. So, in addition to the globalization and the surveillance, we're also seeing an uptick in the wanting to censor various platforms, and uh, they'll either go through censoring the platforms themselves, right? Like the publishers and the media, or censoring citizens through passing laws. And they make up any excuse, right? It's for the good of the kids, it's for purity, it's for humanity, it's to protect women, it's whatever, and it's all BS, right? And when I trace it back, this sounds conspiracy theory-esque, but I really think that even the censorship is directly related to capitalism, because to control what we think and what information we're exposed to, they can control our purchasing decisions in some way if we're not aware of what we're not aware of. Good meowing, Alyssa Katniss. Is it Elisa? Alyssa? Eliza? Good meowing. Just finished my streams just so I could watch. Oh, you don't have to do that. Oh, you were playing D&D, right? I saw a little bit. How was D&D? And Maka said, "What's this 400 Fiesta? Yesterday's stream was similar to the rest of streams." Okay, after 400 Fiesta is I'm just playing Minecraft. That's what it is. So in addition to Love Talk, when I'm finished with Love Talk, I go on Twitch and I play Minecraft over there for like an hour, or today, hopefully, I'll get an hour and a half or more, honestly. It's a lot of fun. Maybe an hour and a half is the cap. I don't know. Minecraft. And, I'm just kind of making it up as I go. The idea in my head was that stop making fun of me. Minecraft. The idea in my head was, why don't I try to hit 400 on 4 different platforms? Because the alliteration of 4 and 400, right? It just sounds good. It looks good. It sounds cool. Also, because, any one of these days, I'm gonna get canceled, right, Sugarloaf? I noticed speech is being less censored now on YouTube. I don't know. On the one hand, it might be less censored, maybe, but on the other hand, YouTube is still very guilty of hiding and deleting entire comments and comment threads, and it's not even the ones that are blatantly bots. Like on my own video, it'll hide or delete my own comments, and I'm like, okay, make this make sense. Good meowing, Chaos Learlan. How are you? Learlan. Why are you bringing me up about being canceled? Not you. I mean me. Thank you for the follow, Chaos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another reason I was thinking about this is because I love anime. We talk about it every single day, and as you all may or may not have heard, there's a lot of things going on in the anime and manga space. So one news piece that was released is that Japan is spending millions of dollars on some AI to look for pirated content, anime and manga, to do, I guess, more automated takedowns and, stamp down on the piracy, which is, whatever. I mean, I don't like it, but, it is what it is. But then on the other side, you have Visa specifically celebrating that they are punishing Japanese publishers who monetize content that Visa doesn't agree with, right? Following what they consider Western morality. And I say that in air quotes because there is no one consensus of Western morality. There's a dominant, maybe, there are dominant beliefs and values, but, people who are paying their money for things, I don't know, will end up being either locked out or, Japanese people will be forced to kind of, I don't know, like water down and self-censor and change their content to uh to make money from us, I guess. It's just really, really weird. This is why I'm also a proponent for cryptocurrency, although I do think a lot of it is kind of like meme coins and scam coins. But I think there's something to be said for the idea of, decentralized systems, especially financial systems, being able to purchase things, and not even just illegal things, right? Just to have like, some semblance of control. Anyway, wake up. Moonson is talking about censorship. Sleep. Wake up. I've only committed mild atrocities. I will never be cancelled. Spice must flow. Spice, spice, spice. Yeah, I know it's about. It's gonna be a matter of time. Most of the time, I'm pretty, plain. I say whatever, like I'm fine. But every once in a while, I let something slip, and that's how they get you. If there was a way to watch everything I wanted legally, I wouldn't care, but then you have crappy services with no variety. I mean, even then I would care because the problem is those services, um, they're not just delivering you the product, they're also using you as the product and raping your data, watching everything that you watch, cataloging it and trying to algorithmize like what you're into or whatever. Just like with Spotify, everybody's going on about their Spotify wrap up, whatever bullshit. No offense, sorry, I don't use Spotify. But I mean, some people like it, and then other people are kind of like creeped out because it's like, oh, I'm already like, yes, it can analyze what I'm into, but do you really want to be stuck in your bubble forever? Um, she's too woke. She's gonna get drone strike, Monka S. Good meowing, Dusty Waffles. Good meowing. I don't know what I said. Oh, I can't say rape. Good morning, Gamaru. Censorship is the reason in Minecraft is in the lexicon. Yeah, I use that sometimes too. Do you think if the Japanese companies truly do manage to finally win the war on piracy, but instead of an increase in revenue, they start to see a decrease due to people not spending in anime to try the anime, stop spending on merch because they stop watching in the first place, do you think we might finally get them to truly end their hunt on piracy? Honestly, I don't know. And I think they have bigger things to worry about than that, right? Because that's another, this is all connected. So I think another reason why Visa, or maybe the predominant reason why companies like Visa are pressuring Japan to censor, has nothing to do with the morality. It has to do with them being uncomfortable with anime being such a popular global commodity, because that's attention and money going towards something that's not in Western control, right? So the more they can hamper it, the better it is. And I think that's also a reason why I wouldn't be surprised if there's like encouragement of Japanese companies to end piracy, because it's kind of like the big honchos in the West kind of want Japan to shoot themselves in the foot with that. Metadata exhibitionists stay winning. Hey, I like the music wrap up. You can like it. It's good. It's cute. Wah! I went for a run. I need to shower. Question of the day, rational. Okay, enjoy your shower. Interesting wording, maybe not in this context. Sorry. But I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts. I'll try to stop thinking about it so much. As long, I shouldn't say this. I'm already on too many lists. It's okay. I'll just say it. Yeah, as long as I can pirate, I will pirate. I don't give a shit. Um yeah, because the thing is, been there, done that, paid for services, and then watched them get actively worse over time, either by repeatedly increasing prices while decreasing the quality of life, having less of a catalog, having so one of the things with like anime specifically, but also with Korean dramas and stuff like that, a lot of these sites, they take liberties in their subtitling and their translation, and they use a lot of localization. Now, I'm not going to start a huge fight over localization because I know a lot of people do like it. I personally do not. I would rather be a little bit confused by a reference that's genuine, right? And has context that's within their culture so that I have the opportunity to learn about that, either the language or like, why is that a joke? What's the pun? What makes it funny? Or something, whatever they're referencing. That's just my preference, though. Based and red pilled. I don't think you'll be canceled forever, or canceled ever. We're all kind of off mentally ill. You're nice, though. I've seen some evil Minhera people. I'm not that nice. I am actually mentally ill. My other hot take is a lot of Minheras and a lot of like VTubers that say they're mentally ill. They're not. They're not really. Okay, they might be dramatic. They might be a little dramatic. They might have, bad coping skills or something. But if we want to talk mental illness, like you need help, okay, there's just another level to it. Yeah. Are you telling me Japanese teens are not in fact bussin' for real for real? Right? And even if they are in anime, fiction is fiction. Let fiction be fictional. Gunpei 100% Menhera though. She's either one or the other. She's either 100% Menhera or 100% like sociopath who is doing a social experiment. And either way, I love her for it. She has my respect. I like her quite a lot. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about her now. Hey, matey. Netflix comes out, rental stores go out of business, competitors pop up, streaming gets killed, and it sucks a lot more than it did 10 years ago. Yeah, and now a lot of streaming services are just like cable television, and, nothing ever changes, except it's worse. Because now, instead of just paying one cable bill, you're paying like 5 or 6 subscription services. Fan subs will also explain the joke in another subtitle, like at the top of the screen. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I prefer. Anyway, I've never paid for streaming services. Do you know why? Why, Maka? Why not? Fine, then you're not nice. I'm sorry, Shigaloth. I aspire to be kinder, but I don't think I'm nice enough. My message is so big it's not sending. Let me separate it. Okay, I'll read it in a second. All the shows suck, said Maka. You know what? you're not wrong. And that brings me to AI, right? Like just like with your music and Spotify making this podcast about your music taste using AI, whatever. There will be AI content that's completely generated based on your tastes and other things. So, I don't know. Okay, from the way I see it, the Japanese do have a lot of misconceptions of what would be optimal to their revenue and end up falling victim to false notion that they need to keep authority and that all people that aren't watching officially are people who would be paying customers. They don't have many Western notions that have been normalized, just like their work ethics, etc. End up being backward, more unproductive while treating the worker. Not because they have high focus in authority position and following laws, which is not something so strict in the West. Many Japanese people believe companies are always morally right because they are following rights and people shouldn't go against them as the companies provide them things. Yeah. It's true. Japanese culture is different from other cultures. Surprise, surprise. Who would have thought? And I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about life and policy to decide whose culture is correct, but I do know enough about biology that I think having different types exist is probably for the better, right? Because I don't know, there's competition there, makes things more interesting. One of the reasons that I came to love anime and, Korean, or not just Korean, but Eastern Asian television so much is because of how different the culture is and because of how different the media is in comparison. So if everything becomes the same, I don't know. Don't use Netflix. Watch all my anime on free sites. Wah! Moon still has never shown me any proof of not being nice. Even if she was absolutely awful, I would still love her. Oh, just got here, believe you completely. Huh? 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 Korean and Chinese culture seems to be on the rise. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, it's definitely spreading. I'm seeing more and more references. Ah, good meow and master of coconuts. We should all just go back to listening to the radio. Unironically, maybe. Mayhaps we shall. Okay, let me start the stream. I did a lot of talking about that, but I don't know. It's a lot of important stuff and it's on my mind. Good meowing, good afternoon, and good night. Wherever you are in the world, thank you for tuning in to Love Talk with Missusmoonson. This is my daily talk show where a smitten kitten discusses all things love, life, and anime. Are you ready to be the center of my attention? What? Radio sucks. It's just ad 70% of the time. Okay, here's a quick injection of Monero because, you know, it's tradition. Here you go. And then, wah, wah, wah. Today is Therapy Thursday. That's our theme every Thursday. It's a day of healing. My official title is the Mender of Broken Hearts, you know, but I'm out of practice and I keep forgetting to do it. I promise you, it's in the lore. So tonight I'm going to recommend an anime that will heal your heart and soul, and then I'm going to try to make you cringe to death. If I don't cringe to death myself first. Ah! And then later we'll do the fiesta stuff with Mooncraft. The West is embracing the good parts of Japanese culture a lot because we can't help but admire and enjoy their forms of entertainment, while we are tired about our content that's being very mass-produced and entertainers are being stripped of creative freedom to get in big spotlights. True, true, true. Fortunately for me, I can't have a broken heart if I refuse to connect with others. Smart. Big brain. If I don't die, I want a refund. I'm not actually gonna kill you guys because I can't for legal reasons. The anime of the day. Here we go. This one is kind of normie, but I'm still going to recommend it anyway, okay? Everyone has heard of this, I'm sure. Everyone who's a fan of anime has heard of K-On! And today, I just want to tell you, you should watch it again if you haven't watched it in a while. It's so, so good. Razor says K-On! Is a gift from God. I agree. I remember that one so good. Yes. People have the K-On! Profile pictures on Twitter have a certain reputation. Yes, as nationalists of some type. That's the anime that makes you racist, says LDTGX. Anyway, I'm recommending it wholeheartedly. It's the first season anyway is 13 episodes long about a fresh high school year. Okay, a fresh high school year always means much to come, and one of those things is joining a club. Being in a dilemma about which club to join, Yui Hirasawa stumbles upon and applies for the light music club, which she misinterprets to be about playing simple instruments such as I don't know what that word is. Unable to play an instrument, she decides to visit to apologize and quit. Meanwhile, the light music club faces disbandment due to a lack of members. This causes the club members to offer anything from food to slacking off during club time in order to convince her to join. Despite their efforts, Yui insists on leaving due to her lack of musical experience. As a last resort, they play a piece for her, which sparks her fiery passion and finally convinces her to join the club. It's so cute. It's so cute and so funny. They play a song for her, and she's like, damn, you guys kind of suck. I should join because if I join, I'm sure I could be as good as you or maybe better. Even though I don't know how to play an instrument. It's so good. Please watch it. She wanted to play the triangle but got forced to learn guitar. Yeah. Uh, castanets, says Razor. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. I don't even know what that is, but all I could say is today I was having a tough day. So during my breaks between working, I watched some episodes of K-On! Again, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. This is the good stuff." Yeah. So we're saying that the vote on Kick is to watch. It's winning 75% to 25%. Castanets are little clicky clack shell instruments. Ah, interesting. The triangle is the most structurally sound instrument. Huh. Huh. They're like little discs you can hit together that make a clapping sound. Is that the only thing that they're called? Is there not another name for it? Yes, Maka? I feel like this is Maka's favorite anime. Not I won't tell you why, but yeah. Watch it if you haven't. It's a goodie. Oldie but goodie. Oh, here comes the awkward part. Actually, no. Before we do the awkward part, we could do the question of the day. Because of the jokes you make. Um, uh, do you find that you're more empathetic or more rational? Like when dealing with people or situations, do you lead with your feelings first and empathy and caring about like how others are going to feel? Or do you think more about what's logical and then act on that? Razor says, I can be both depending on the situation. Sometimes you need to be rational, others empathetic, sometimes both. Does Kaon have a money god joke? Maka. A false dichotomy, says Chaos. Easily rational for me. Well, I'm not saying that like you can only be one or the other. I asked if you tend to lean more in one direction or not. It might be true that you are perfectly balanced and 50-50 with both, but yeah. Kenzo says I used to, but now I'm more logical. Him meowing, by the way. I can be both depending on the race, says Maka. Oh my god. This is I'm 100% more empathetic to a fault. I care way more about people's feelings, and I want to make sure everyone is taken care of. As much as I would like to say that I'm rational, I'm only rational when it helps someone else, but to myself, I'm emotional and always try to put myself in other shoes, and then I act with logic. Wow. I'm only empathetic to my loved ones. Interesting. Majorly rational nowadays. A few years ago, I'm more emotional. I think I actually tend to be the opposite of a lot of people here. I think I tend to be more emotional with strangers and more logical with people who are close to me and people that I care about. And that's because I'm a problem solver. So if someone I'm close to and someone I care about comes to me with a problem, I need to really try hard to just listen and be there for them because my tendency is to just jump to, okay, well this is how we're going to fix this. Because I don't want to see them suffer, but it can come off as kind of cold. So I try harder not to do that as much and kind of just let people vent or ask them what they want, if they want to vent or do they want suggestions. But yeah, with strangers on the internet or in real life, actually, yeah, real life volunteering, I think I can be very, very, very empathetic. Soul Switch says, I like to think I'm more empathetic, at least towards others. Again, meowing. I mean, wow. I prefer to avoid strangers whenever possible in real life. I mean, that might be a good idea, but wow. It's nice. We get to know each other a little bit better. Okay. I'm sorry. It's we've arrived at the time you've all been waiting for. I don't do this often. I'm sorry in advance if anyone dies from cringe. I promise you it's going to be worse for me than it is for anyone else. I'm not going to be reading chat. I'm not going to be reading chat too much. I'm just going to do the thing. Kind of a role play. Hear me out. Okay? I'm supposed to be a mender of broken hearts, right? And I feel like I'm not doing my job. I'm not, you know? I'm not healing anybody lately, so I'm gonna try. Uh, you sound like someone who would give good advice because you sound very wise and kind. Thank you for saying that. Mm. Oh, okay. Flip the iPad down. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm already cringing and I haven't even begun. Meow. Meow. Welcome to my office. I know it's a little dark in here, but there's a good reason for that. This place is a sanctuary for those in need of a gentle touch to mend their hearts. You can call me Kitten. I'll be your healer today. Now, I know that talking about your feelings can be a little bit difficult, but I'm here to listen without judgment, and I'll try to help you find some peace. So tell me, what brings you here today? Ah, I see. Well, have a seat on that couch over there, and I'm gonna grab some supplies. Ah, okay? Now, allow me to place my hand gently over your heart for just a moment. Oh, hmm. Your heart feels kind of heavy today. Hmm. Well, don't worry about it too much. We can take this one step at a time. First, I'll need to examine the pain that you're feeling a little bit more closely. I have a special method of understanding what you're going through, but I'm gonna need your help to guide me in the healing process, okay? Can you tell me about any moments recently that have made your heart ache? Okay, understood. Hmm. All right, let's proceed with the healing process. Now I'm just gonna place both of my hands lightly on your shoulder. Ah, let's begin the healing. You might feel a cool, calming sensation spread from my paws, gentle pulse of lunar energy that will resonate within your heart. Imagine the pain as shadows and let the light from the moon fill your chest, pushing those shadows away. Feel the warmth, feel the love from the moon goddess embracing your heart, mending those cracks one by one. Ah, healing takes time and patience, but remember, you're not alone. The moon is always watching over us, guiding our hearts to heal. Now take a deep breath and hold it for just a moment and release it slowly. As you exhale, let go of the last of your burden. You are safe here. Now, our time for today is just about up. But remember, the moon's warmth will always stay with you. Take care of your heart, and may it continue to mend under her watchful gaze. What? I'm crying. Okay, thank you guys for bearing with me. Wah, wah, wah. I'm not gonna panic. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being nice. All right. Before I leave, I always like to give you guys a quote, something to, I don't know, think about for the rest of the day. And then remember, after this, we're gonna go play Minecraft on Twitch. So I gotta hurry up. Um, there's gonna be a little bit of a flashbang because the quote today, uh, is on a white background. So you've been warned. Sorry. Oh wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Ah. Hard times can be softened. Tight squeezes can be widened. And heavy loads made lighter for those who can apply the right pressure. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? I stole this one from Twitter, but I like it. I like it. I got it from the Twitter. I don't know. There's like these philosopher accounts and stuff that have a lot of good quotes. The part that made me laugh is tight squeezes can be widened. It made me think about funny things. But it's true. If you have the right tool or the right person to help you release the pressure of whatever you're going through. I want my squeezes tighter, says Mama. Okay, on that note, on that note, I will see you all either on Twitch or I'll see you tomorrow. I gotta run. Thank you for spending time with me today and letting me practice healing. Wah! I appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow with Filler Friday. Um, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Thursday. I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. See you. Bye. Goodbye.